Gentlemen, I'm Birgit. Project number 2. Organise your speech. And you couldn't have picked a more biased evaluator than me. Now, whenever I speak with my wife, I have an omissions bias. Whenever I think I'm completely in the right, I have a blind spot bias. And after I've sat down and thought about this evaluation, I'll probably have a hindsight bias. In fact, the world's just full of bias, isn't it? Have you noticed that? And most of it seems to be unconscious, unless your name's Donald Trump, of course. In which case it's malice aforethought. But this was a speech about organisation, and you did that so well this evening. For me, your opening story about the bear, how we have a bias towards danger. My wife has a bias towards small furry animals in the middle of the night. That's me. We seem to have had a lot of caveman stories this evening. It seems to run that way. But you'll use that opening story to transition into your second story, which was the classic factual story, to carry your point about bias, which helped you transit to where bias exists in our communities, in our workplace, which for me certainly hit the point. A couple of other things I want to say about you as a speaker on a positive note before I move into trying to help you. You dress the part. This is a business club. Folks, come dressed for business. Look like you mean it, and you do. You also, for project number 2, had no notes. You gave this speech without hesitation, which gave me great confidence in you as a speaker. But how can I try and help you? Unbiased. After all, I am a man. If that is not an oxymoron, I don't know what is. Right, how can I help you? When I was listening to your speech, it was a speech. It was nice, it was smooth, it was well prepared, but it wasn't personal. To get personal, how would you feel if you were a victim of bias? Have you ever been a victim of bias? Have you ever had your scores downgraded because you're a woman? Use the rhetorical question. Get into the audience. Which brings me to my second point. Use eye contact. In business speaking, eye contact is so often overlooked, but to get into that audience and make them feel uncomfortable for a little while. I'm not going to do it to you. He just looks like he's going to hit me. Make sure you connect with the audience and they'll connect with you. In conclusion, you were calm, you were collected, and I could follow all your points, point for point. And I am certainly looking forward with no bias at all to your next speech.